Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone.
Hey guys, Jacob here. It is currently the 4th of August 2020, and this is going to be this week's vendor reset. At the base of ops front desk, he is selling the Pointman Gilligard chest piece. This has perfect Vanguard, which this is great if you guys are trying to make a shield build. You guys can use this in the Operation Iron Horse raid for the final boss, and just normal shield builds in general. It's a lot of fun. If you guys don't have this, I'd highly recommend picking it up. Next is going to MP5 Navy with Vindictive. This MP5 isn't too bad if you guys don't have one, but I'm pretty sure if you guys farm loot allocations, you'll be able to get a better one. G36 with Close and Personal. 586 Magnum with Spike. Golden Gear Backpack with Overclock. 511 Vest with Gunslinger, 2 yellows and a blue. Offense System Dexterity, 4.3 critical hit chance. 3 reinforced rotor blades for the drone. Spare parts for the turret, which is the extra sniper ammo, and the improved sticky launcher for the sticky bomb. Next up is going to be the clan vendor. If you guys are not in a clan, you guys will not have access to this vendor, so highly recommend joining a clan. That way you can guys get stuff from your weekly caches and also be able to have access to this vendor and buy stuff from him every week. This week he is selling the Swamp Chain MP7 with Perfect Unwavering. This one's not too bad. If you guys don't have it, I'd highly recommend picking it up, or you can just farm loot allocation SMG's areas to get this, get this in your inventory, or you can just wait till it's for sale another time and it might have better rolls. For the gear sets, he's selling a hardwired vest with skill damage and skill tier, ongoing directive gloves with crit damage and 13.5 weapon damage, tip the spear knee pads with 13.1 weapon damage and stats effect, urban MDR with Reformation, Police Mark 17 with Breadbasket, double-barreled sawed-off with max damage to armor if you guys are looking for that, Black Market AKM with crit chance, health damage, and sorrowful damage. This one's actually not too bad, so if you guys need one, I'd recommend getting this and rolling the health damage a little bit higher. But one thing for sure, you guys might have to change the talents, but it just depends on what you guys want to use. SIG NPX with Reformation again, Murakami Industries knee pads with double reds and a yellow, Petrov knee pads with health, skill damage, and weapon damage. 4.7 critical hit chance mod for offensive. The Freedom package for the drone, which is the extra bombs. PVA polymer coating for the ensnare health for the Kim launcher. And spare parts for the turret, which is extra sniper ammo. And that's about it for the base of ops vendors. Alright guys, we are at the theater settlement this week. He is selling the Surge with Perfect Spike, which this is great if you guys are trying to get more skill damage on your skill builds, but I highly recommend using the Harmony instead because it benefits your weapon damage and your skill damage. Next is going to be the Super 90 SBS with Sadist, M1A CQB with Fast Hands, China Light Gloves with Skill Haste and Skill Damage, DNH knee pads with Armor Generation, Headshot Damage, and Weapon Damage, Defense Protocol Stamina with 8.3 Disrupt, the Phosphorus ingredient for the Cluster Mines for the Seeker Mines, the Subtaneous material for the 4.1 Shield Health, the Backpack for the Firefly, which is 5.8 Blind Effect Duration, and the Decoy Housing Shell for the Decoy. And that's going to be it for the theater settlement. Alright guys, this week at the campus settlement, she is selling Ekham's Longstick, which is his perfect ranger. If you guys don't have this, I'd obviously recommend picking it up if you don't. But if you guys have one in your stash and it's better than this, obviously don't get it. But this one has some pretty low stats compared to some of the ones I've picked up. But if you guys don't have it, obviously get it. SR1 with Optimus. Classic RPK with Strained. Fenrir's Mask with Weapon Damage, Repair Skill, and Stats Effect. Golden Gear Holster with Headshot Damage, Skill Haste, and 122,000 Armor. Utility System Electronics, which is 8.6 Skill Duration. The Enhancer for the Kim Launcher, which is 6% Skill Haste. Polycarbonate Housing for the 4.2 Duration. Unstable Oscillator for the Pulse for the Cone Size. And the Trap Electronics upgrade for the Trap, which is the Shock Trap or Trap in general. That's going to be it for the campus settlement. Alright guys, now we're going to be at the Dark Zones. Keep this in mind if you guys are new. You guys will need to know that in this vendor, it's actually a different resource, which are going to be Dark Zone resources. You can acquire these by opening little boxes in the DZ and just get one instantly, or you can deconstruct gear and extract it, and you'll be able to buy stuff from these vendors. This week, he's selling the Virginian Perfect Boomerang. This one almost has Mac accuracy, 10% rifle damage, and 7% critical hit damage, which this one's really low, so I'd highly recommend not buying it. So I'd try farming for a better one in the loot allocation areas. Spas 12 with Killer, Classic M1A with Eyeless, True Patriot Gloves which have 120,000 armor and 16.1 repair skill. Future Initiative knee pads with 15,000 health and skill tier. Golden Gear gloves with 137,000 armor, 9.2 crit damage, and 7% skill damage. Richter and Kaiser knee pads with skill haste, skill damage, and skill tier. Defense Protocol Resilience, which is 8.4 bleed resistance. Trident Infusion Healing for the Seeker Mind, that's for the Mender on the Survivalist specialization. Titanium Reinforcement for the active regeneration on the shields. Microfiller Resin for the Firefly, which is max targets. And the Decoy Projector Internals for the Decoy. And that's going to be about it for DZ West. Alright guys, next up we're going to be at DZ South. This week she is selling the Matador Walker Harris backpack. This is a perfect Adrenaline Rush. This one's actually a little bit better than the one I currently have, but not by much. But if you guys do not have this, I'd recommend getting it if you have the currency. Or you can just farm for it in the DZ and try to get in there when it's actually Walker Harris loot allocation. You guys should be able to probably get a better one if you just farm your ass off in there trying to get it. Because I know this has headshot damage on it and explosive resistance, and I'd rather have something like Hazard. Stat-wise, this is a little bit better than mine, but roll-wise, though, it's not really that great, if that makes sense. Like, you know, the damage is better than the really high stats, but other than that, you guys are probably going to want to find something a little bit different. AUG A3 Para with Measured, F2000 with Steady-Handed, Police 686 Magnum with Eyeless. Now for some of the gear sets, Eclipse Protocol Backpack, Striker Chest Piece, with skill haste and weapon damage. And for people who are asking about Eclipse and the vendors, if you guys did all the Season 2 stuff, you guys should already have Eclipse, and it should be on your character unless you sold it on accident. And you guys will get right then and there, and you'll be good to go. Richter and Kaiser Backpack with Composure, Stats Effects, and Critical Hit Damage. Alp Summit with Efficient, Crit Damage, Repair Skill, and Skill Tier. Offensive Protocol Critical with 10.3 Critical Hit Damage. Hollow Point Bullets, which is 6.3 Armor Repair. Multi-tool for the skill haste for the turret, and the improved sticky launcher for the sticky bomb. And that's be about it for DZ East, or South, my bad. Alright guys, the final Dark Zone on the list is going to be DZ East. This week, she is selling the new Reliable that has Perfect Optimize, which is 30% weapon handling. Next is going to be the Paratrooper SVD with Spike, an IWI Negev with Strained, Negotiator's Dilemma Mask, which has weapon damage and weapon handling, Eclipse Protocol Holster with Skill Haste to Skill Tier, Petra Defense Mask, Explosive Resistance Stats and Weapon Damage, Richard Kaiser Crit Chains at Skill Haste and Skill Tier, Utility System Assist for 8.4 Skill Duration, Hydraulic Confusion for the Ammo, Nitroglycerin Mixture for the Stim Charges for the Hive, Super Glue for the Pulse, which is Skill Haste, and the Trap Charge Improvement for the Trap. And that's about it for the DC vendors. Next up is going to be New York. The final stop on the list is going to be New York. And this week he is selling no name weapons because the New York vendors do not sell any name weapons. But he's selling an AKM with Ignited, a military RPK 74M with Spike with max damage armor if you guys are looking for a max damage armor roll, ACRSS with Rifleman, 93R with Breadbasket, 511 backpack with Wicked, Rodeo Holdings gloves with max health if you guys are looking for a max health roll on gloves, Riven holster, explosive resistance repair skill, utility system electronics for skill duration, a stamina for which is 11% protection from elites if you guys are looking for protection elites on a defensive build, sturdy piston for the damage on the Seeker Mine, tungsten compound for the damage on the Firefly, and the improved sticky launcher for the sticky bomb, which is 6.5 duration. Now if you guys just take a left and then go right through here and take a right and go all the way down to this tent, this will be the last vendor on the list, and this is going to be Roy Benitez. This week he's selling a FAMAS 2010 with Eyeless, a Hunting M44 with max reload speed if you guys are trying to put that on a bolt action rifle or a sniper rifle in general so you can reload it faster, double barreled sawed-off with Close and Personal, 1911 with Eyeless, Wyvernware Explosive Delivery, so if you guys are looking for the Explosive Delivery talent, Fender's Group AB Gloves with Weapon Handling, Weapon Damage, and Repair Skill, and Overlord with almost max crit on the holster. Defense System Mending, which has 8.4 Disrupt Resistance, Offensive Protocol Critical, which is 7% headshot damage, Gaffer Tape, which is 6.4 Armor Repair, Silicon Carbide Coil, which is 8.9 radius for the pulse, and the Decoy Protector Internals for the Decoy, which is 6% duration. That's about it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I'll catch you guys all later.